I've got a 2002 Mercedes SLK 200 compressor. The problem with this car is the radiator fan is not coming on, and when you switch the aircon on, the radiator warning light on the dash comes on. So I'll just show you what I'm talking about. This is what it does. Let me just get into the vehicle here. So while driving, everything is out, and quick test to test your fan motor is just to switch your aircon on, and then your fan should be running at a very slow speed, and there the light comes on. Okay, so that's the problem that I have. And when your vehicle reaches operating temperature, that same light would come on instead of your fan. So I'm just going to switch it off, and I'm using a Launch X431 IV diagnostic machine. We'll just check what codes come up on there. Just have to put ignition on though. Right, you go to the respective vehicle that you are testing, like in this case the SLK 200. You go to air conditioning, and you tap on the temperature control unit, switch the ignition on, right, and you go to actuations, right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to manually test the fan and see if it comes on with the diagnostic machine. So here it says auxiliary fan stages. We tap on that, and then you will get all the different speeds that you can test. So you can test it from slow speed to fast speed. So we'll test fast speed. Nothing happens, right? We'll check the fast speed. Nothing happens, so it's completely dead. The next step is to check your fuses. Okay, so if you go around to the vehicle and you'll check over here, it's a little bit, this is a right hand drive, so this box would be on the left hand side, just in front of your battery. It sits over there. You basically unclip it like that, pull it out. Be careful that you don't touch anything onto the body, because all these wires on there are positively battery. So you will see here it's a little fuse holder. They're funny looking fuses, but in fact they're just fuses. The first one is for the alternator, the second one over here it's for electric suction type fan. So if you have this is a very useful tool. If you have a little LED tester, it's got an LED, you can either feed current to it, or you can feed negative current to it and positive current. If you just keep the switch in the middle and you tap on the battery negative, it will show green. If there's a positive wire, it will show red. And this is a very, as nice as it is, can actually cause a lot of damage if you're testing wires and putting a current onto it, which you don't know really what should be on there. So my good advice is don't put any current onto any wires, just use it as a tester. Okay, we'll check there, showing red. That's for the alternator one, showing red, so that fuse is okay. Red, red, and that's for the electric suction fan. So now we know that the fan is getting current, right? So the problem is definitely not there. Just put this back. The next thing is a little fan controller, which sits onto the side of the fender over here. It's got a little big plug on there. You just press it and you take it off. You basically got 4 wires, thick wires. The 2 outer ones are for the fan, either positive and negative, irrespective. And then you will get your positive feed which is the wire that the fuse that we just tested now to see if it's okay. That one should be positive. The next one is negative, right? Then you get your two little smaller wires, which are your controller signals coming from your pulse unit. Okay, with ignition on, if you take your LED tester and you put it on there, you'll see slightly, you will see that there is a pulse signal coming from there. And if you test the next one, that should be positive. What we'll do now is we'll do the exact same test over, but with our LED tester monitoring the pulse as it comes from the diagnostic machine to the controller. We'll start the vehicle again. We'll do the exact test again. Just basically have to reconnect it. Actuations, auxiliary fan stage, and we will select F1, and we will see at our pulse. To do this, we will select F4. What you will notice now, just look at this, is the pulse that it will give on full speed. Okay, so if I can click this here and I will select a different speed, you will see the pulse change. I will select the fast speed. And you will see there's definitely a change in pulse. So, now that we know that we are getting the correct pulse to the controller, the assumption could be then drawn that we've got a faulty controller, which is this one over here. I'll just open it up and then I'll continue with it. It's got little 4 screws at the back over here, and it's got a very tight silicone seal on this here, which is quite difficult to take off, but I have opened it already. Just put this somewhere. Let me just pause.